name's Ethan, and this is my in any case, I've tried recording this 2 times, and for some reason I was just not very happy with it, so let's try spicing it up by putting a little bit of dancing and confused facial gestures in between everything. Well, when I write things or perform things or put things on the internet, I generally go under the name Ethan PSA. And when I release music, I generally go under the name Scumbucket. Ethan PSA because PSA are my last 3 initials. I've always been really wowed by PSAs because, you know, they make you feel really scared about things for no particularly good reason. Also, I generally do that so that, like, my actual last name isn't really attached to what I'm doing. I mean, like, you know, I put out some fairly dirty and horrible things that, you know, it would be good if my students or my students' parents or friends of my parents didn't come across when they looked me up on the internet. Because they'll generally look me up underneath my posted name for when I'm working. So there's that. Scumbucket because I like the idea of a bucket full of scum. That's mostly it. I spell it SKMBXT because I saw Crazy Town put an X in their name and I thought it looks cool. Cooler than the actual band. My favorite school teacher. My favorite school teacher at the school I currently work at is a guy named Kawasaki Sensei, and he's got a massive sense of humor and really, really connects with his students. Every time I do an English class, he dresses up as a different woman, very poorly, and takes a different woman's name. Last week, he was Marilyn. My favorite school teacher when I was in school, Glenn Oakland. In high school, he was my English OP teacher, and it really clicked for me through him that, like, different people learn in different ways, and although that's kind of a problem in the classroom setting, it can be overcome by being a diligent and caring teacher. That's the short story of that one. Weirdest food I've ever eaten. I'm going to talk about 2 things. One of them is nankotsu, because I was raised to believe that chicken cartilage was the part of the chicken you did not eat. Don't eat that, they say to Ethan. Munch, 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 says Ethan. And over here, it's a fairly popular pub snack food, deep-fried chicken cartilage. It's awesome and salty and crunchy. I've eaten a lot of weird food, but this is something that really sticks in my craw. Badum ching. Why do they put a fried egg on a burger? It's like, would you like some more protein with your protein? And beyond that, would you like shittier protein with your better protein? Stupid. Incidentally, I've got 2 answers for almost everything on this list. First gig I ever played was probably at a place called the Chat Room in Calgary, where me and my friend Andrew played under the name Scotch for about 7 or 8 months, maybe even longer, from the time the place started until they got shut down for illegal drinking. It was an excellent little joint, had a decent stage area and like a packed little area, which we alternately cleared and filled. First gig that I ever went to was probably one of several nearly anonymous punk band gigs at the Multicultural Center in Calgary, and it was really my first taste of live punk. And the place was full of just like things ruining kids on speed. But at the same time, the music was excellent, and it gave me a really good thirst for moshing. Okay, favorite place in the world? I'm a fairly positive person, and I guess because of that, usually the place that I'm in is my favorite place, because you're always finding new things, right? Aren't you? Aren't you finding new things? But probably my favorite place in the world is East Vancouver. There's just a lot going on there. There's a lot of poverty and richness, a lot of music, a lot of great dives. I mean, like, even in the place where all the dives are up on, like, East Hastings, even in the underground clubs in people's houses and, like, cleared out warehouses and stuff like that. Even just on the streets, I really like it there, because nobody knows what the fuck they are, and that's how I like people. Who would I like to see answer this quiz next? Query? Survey? Who would I like to see answer this survey next? Probably Helen Keller. I think that she is a person that has a very unique viewpoint on the world, and I've never seen a blind, deaf, mute ghost. That's it. Alright, so that was my response to the survey. FYI, the dancing and festival stuff you saw in the background was from a Yasakoi festival in Sasebo. Yasakoi is a kind of dance that's really, really energetic and done in very large groups. And it was awesome. Really, really great. I loved it. Responding to videos. Uriel,
excellent videos.
Particularly the one where you talk really fast for the entire time, which is the one that I've seen. I'm going to watch the other one when I get home, because I'm almost out of battery and would like to listen to podcasts on the train. So yes, that was my vid. Hope was enjoyable. Look forward to seeing yours, Greg.